Shalom. This is Pauline Marabu of Dare to Dream with Pauline Marabu. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of Farming with Pauline. As I had said earlier, a few years ago, I decided that this is the life I wanted, and slowly I'm transiting to becoming a farmer. Hopefully, maybe a few years down the line, I'll be a full-time farmer and also living in the farm. That desire for us, just slow living. So today I want to talk about the projects that actually made me to desire to become a farmer, and that is farming Wambugu Apples. This is my farm, and as you have read the title, about the regrets that I have on farming Wambugu apples. And I would say that prior to becoming an apple farmer, I'm a first-time apple farmer, but growing up, we had an apple tree. I don't know where my dad had gotten it from, but we really never thought so much about it. Like, we didn't even know that it was an apple tree. It never matured to have ripe fruits. We always ate them when they were not ripe because we never knew. And actually, I didn't know that it was an apple tree until I was like this grown. The tree is still there, and my brother has planted more apple trees. I began my journey of apple farming like 4 or 5 months ago. But even before I began farming, I was doing my research. I wanted to find out exactly what I wanted to farm because I had so many options. I felt like I needed to do hash avocado, and I felt like they were quite demanding. And so I thought of also the market, and I also thought about the people who are farming. And I feel that apple farmers have less, well, they still have a hustle to go, but I felt that the market for apples is quite still very huge, and just a few farmers that I'm doing this. So I got connected to apple farming through Priscilla Nyairia, who is a daughter-in-law of the famous founder of Wambugu Apples. And she did a farm visit, and we also did a farm visit to her farm in Laikipia. And I decided this is exactly what I wanted to do. So 5 months down the line, what regrets do I have? As you can see, the apples are doing very well. They are time consuming when they are young, and they need a lot of care at this young age. But once they start flowering and fruiting, basically the main work will be manuring and probably watering. At this particular place I am in, a lot is required, especially on pests control and also on watering. After every 3 months, we're supposed to manure them. Ensure that you have adequate manure, and you also ensure that there are no pests that are attacking the plants. Also, ensure that you tip so that you can have several branches, because the more branches you have, the more fruits you will have. There's a relationship. For example, you can see this one has branched very well from the ground, and it will grow up having so many branches. So before I started the apple farming, I did a lot of procrastination because I was not very sure whether this one will be a profitable business. And one of the regrets I have is that I didn't start early the way I had planned. So the plants take about 9 months to start fruiting, and then within a year you're harvesting your fruits. And as you can see, I already have one plant that has actually I had 2 plants that had fruits, and one of them a small young man came in the farm and he just plucked the fruit. But I still have one more that is has fruited, and I deliberately decided to allow it to fruit, even though you are encouraged to discourage the flowering until they are about 9 months post transplanting. The other regret I have is I don't have a big land, because I'm thinking I have about 320 plants, and I'm thinking if I could be having 1,000. To plant 1,000, you need about 2.5 acres of land, which I don't have at the moment. So that is another regret I have. The journey has not been rosy. You know, the plants look so healthy. You think that I'm just waiting to have fruits, and a kg of apples goes at about 300 shillings or 350. So you're thinking, hey, this mama is just waiting to take the apples to the market. But it has been a journey, and maybe I will speak about the ups and downs of Wambugu Apples in a different video. But for now, do I regret investing in the apples? No, I don't have any regrets in terms of choosing on this plant. Of course, the seedlings are quite pricey. The initial capital is a bit high, but so far so good. Let's see how it goes. And to my viewers, I don't know whether you have anyone who has planted Wambugu apples. Maybe you can tell me. Is it a viable venture? Ama ni stories ajabu nafanya. You can see how healthy they are. Very healthy. Organically grown, by the way.